Good morning, children. In the last class, we have learned about layers of soil, formation of soil, and contents of soil. Yes, the further part of this lesson we'll learn today. Okay, children, in the page number 85, they have given one experiment. See, I'm going to read the experiment. Take soil which is totally dry and put it in the glass jar. Ensure that the jar is half full. Close the lid tightly and put it in a sunny place. Children, what you have to do? You have to take soil in a jar, okay, and close it and see that it is totally dry. The soil is totally dry and put it in the glass jar and close the lid, okay, that is cap, okay, and keep it in a sunny place. And after doing that, what you have to do, observe the glass jar after 4 hours and after 8 hours and after 12 hours and after 24 hours. Can you guess, children, what will happen in the jar? What you notice in this activity, you have to write and send me, okay. You have to perform this activity or experiment and you have to tell the results, okay. Children, I'm going to tell what will happen to the jar, but remember, children, you have to perform this activity and tell me what will happen after 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours and after 24 hours, okay. After some time, what will happen? The tiny droplets of water will form on the inside the jar, okay. Then from this experiment, what we will learn? We will learn that, children, the soil was totally dry. Yes. Then where did this water has come from? This water was already present in the soil, and this experiment shows that soil has water, okay. By this experiment, we will learn that soil contains water also, okay. And there is one more activity in the page number 86. Now we'll see what is the activity, okay. Fill a bucket half full of soil. You have to take the soil and fill it bucket half full, okay. Half you have to fill in the bucket, okay. Then pour water into the bucket. It is till it is 3/4 full, and you have to put water into that bucket, okay, and it should be 3/4 full, okay. Then mark the, after adding the soil and water, mark the level in the bucket. Mark the level of soil and water in the bucket, okay. And as the soil settles, you will see tiny bubbles of air popping out, okay. And after that, you can see that after adding the water, you will see the bubbles coming out of the soil, okay. And once the air bubbles stop, stir the soil with your ruler. Do more air bubbles appear, and once the air bubbles stop, what you have to do, you have to take one stick and stir it, okay. Stir the soil. After stirring, children, do more air bubbles appear? You have to observe this. Do more air bubbles appear? Yes, after stirring the mud, more air bubbles appear in the bucket, okay. Then after that, check the level of water you had marked. After that, what you have to do, you have to check the level of water, and you have marked already the level of water, yes, before stirring it, yes. Then after also you have to mark it, and you have to observe that the marking is same or no. Write yes or no and give reasons for your answers also, okay. Do this activity, it is very easy, and tell me the observation, okay. And there is one more activity in the same page number 86, and from this second activity, children, we come to know that the soil has air, okay. In the first activity, we have come to know that the soil has water, and by this activity we have understood that soil has also air, okay. Now we'll see the third activity. And the third activity is weigh 1 mug of soil. It should look dry. Spread that on a tray. Get an adult to bake the soil at 150 degrees Celsius for half an hour. Let the soil cool. Now weigh the soil again. Is the weight same? Children, what you have to do? You have to weigh the soil. Okay, 1 mug of soil, you have to weigh it, and you have to see that it should be dry. And after seeing it, you have to spread that soil on the tray. Take your parents' help and bake that soil at 150 degrees Celsius. You have to bake that soil for 150 degrees Celsius for half an hour. Then after that, it should cool down. Okay, let the soil to cool down. Then now weigh the soil again. After that, after cooling, after when the soil cools down, weigh the soil and check of the soil. Okay, before drying it also we have checked the soil. Yes, and now also after drying and baking it for half an hour for 150 degrees Celsius, we have weighed the soil. Yes, we have to compare the weight of the soil. Check that whether it is, we have to check that whether it is same or no. Okay, the soil will be not same weight. Why, children? Can you think and tell me why there is a change in weight of the soil? Because, children, after drying and baking the soil, the water present in the soil escapes and there will be less in weight. Okay, the weight will reduce in the second time. Okay, after drying and baking it, the weight of soil will reduce. Okay, and one more exercise, last exercise is there, why soil is important. Okay, what we have to do, we have to take 4 paper cups and we have to label that as A, B, C and D1. Children, open page number 86 and read this exercise. Okay, you will understand. And after labeling the all 4 cups, take few bean seeds from the same packet, so they are of same quality. We have to take the 4 paper cups and we have to label it as A, B, C and D1. Okay, and after that you have to take the bean seeds of same size and same quality, and we have to add those bean seeds in each of the paper cups. Okay, just drop few seeds into an empty paper cup, call it A. Okay, just drop few seeds into an empty paper. In first, that is in A cup, what we have to do, we have to only put the bean seeds. Okay, and in the second cup, in the B cup, what we have to do, we have to add water and bean cups into the B cup. Okay, and in the C cup we have to add sand and the bean seeds, and in the last cup we have to add the soil, we have to add bean seeds. Okay, then after that, remember all the seeds are of same quality, which one will grow into a baby plant. We have to observe that in which cup the baby plant grows. Can you guess, children, in which cup baby plant will grow? Children, in the D cup baby plant grows. Why, children? Because in A cup only seeds are there. Only seeds cannot grow. Yes, without soil, water, seeds cannot grow. Yes, and in the B cup there is only water, and without soil, only if water is present, the plants will never grow. Okay, the seeds will never grow. And in the C cup there is a sand. Yes, children, sand is also a type of soil, but it does not contain humus. Yes, and it does not contain water also, and without water plants cannot grow. And organic components are also absent in the sand. So in C cup also seeds will not grow, but in the D cup mud is present, yes, but water is not there. If you add the water, then the bean seeds will grow in the D cup. Okay, now we'll see what is plantation. Okay, plantation word is derived from the word planting. Okay, plantation means putting seed or baby plant into the soil. Children, why soil is important for plants? Soil helps plants to grow as it contains minerals and humus and also water, which help the plants to grow. And plants are the only producers in the world. These are the only producers in the world, and we get food from plants either directly or indirectly. Okay, if there was no soil, there would be no plants, and if no plants on the earth, then we would not get food. All living things will not get food, and so we should take, and because of this, so we should take care of the soil. Soil is like a skin of our earth, as it protects all the living things on the earth. And also soil helps in storing groundwater. Soil helps in storing and holding water. Children, we know that whole year it doesn't rain, yes, but we need water for daily use, yes. We know that the whole year it doesn't rain, yes, but we need water for daily use. We need water daily, so we should store water, yes, for our daily use. And soil does this work. Soil stores the water, and it is the largest groundwater on the earth. Okay, soil is a house for so many living things, yes. Many small creatures live in the soil, and these living things also help the soil in breaking down the dead plants and animals and prepare the humus. It helps in preparing the humus for plants. Okay, so that from the humus plants absorb minerals. And now we'll see about soil conservation. Conservation means protecting. Okay, we have to protect the soil because it is delicate and it gets easily harmed. When heavy rains come or winds blow, then soil is washed away and blown away, but plants' roots help the soil to bind the soil together, to hold the soil together, and using too many chemicals harm the soil. So we should not use many chemicals in the farms. Okay, we should protect the soil, because if soil is not there, then plants will never grow, and if plants never grows, will not get food. So we have to protect the soil. Okay, we have to conserve the soil. Children, read the lesson carefully and also do the activities and experiments given in the textbook. Okay, do it and send the observations. Okay, thank you.